around and crash. All flip fools trying to make it last. Emotional luggage, nothing of it, I don't check bags. I just carry on, leave that in the past. Have OJ in my glass. Testarossa program, cone ties curriculum. Doors open like a pendulum, swinging, rocking my jet set emblems. Foolish to serve like Wimbledon. Interior cinnamon, the car that I'm sitting in. Calm my bad nerves, I call her my...
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. And on the hill, Sean Manaea. And Chris, he's been a workhorse on the mound this year.
Over 200 innings pitched so far this season. I mean, just incredible when you consider the lack of durability and the lack of opportunity for starters to go out there and pitch deep into the ball game. So many injuries today that we see, but this guy, as you said, yes, an absolute workhorse on the mound. Not many guys can throw over 200 innings in a season these days, so absolutely reliable in every way.
Got it by him for the play.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Kyle Schwarber.
Well, he's been putting up some huge power numbers, and opposing pitchers know that they can't make mistakes to him. In fact, they probably circle him pregame, making sure that if they're in a situation where their back is against the wall, they're going to find a way to pitch around him. Players that are in the top 5 in slugging percentage in the league really don't get overlooked. Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Runner at first with 2 away. Next is the designated hitter, Edmundo Sosa. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Harper around second, headed for third. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Back-to-back base hits. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now it's Alec Bohm.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
And a foul ball. And now the lefty. And that one is inside ball 1. Up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. That leaves him without a throw. And the defense comes away with nothing. So 2 on with 2 away. Nick Castellanos getting ready to hit. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And ball 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Out to center. Nimmo brings it in with a nice running grab. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Back here in Queens. And today on the hill, Jesus Luzardo. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
That one to first. Harper steps on the bag. One up, one down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. They're already down a run, so I'm sure they'd like to punch back and even things up early.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling, especially at your home ballpark, to go down in the first inning. So the best way is just to come out aggressive, try to tie the ball game up, but not just tie it up, take the lead. I tell you what, momentum can really swing, and you can put your pitcher back in a position where he feels his most confident.
Next offering is down low. That one laced to center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
0-1's the count.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. And another ball. Man at second. That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So first and second with 2 outs. And next for the Mets, Lawrence Butler.
0-1.
And the lefty with the 0-1. And there's a ball. And a count 1-2. First and second, 2 down. Next pitch is outside. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
First and second, 2 outs. Francisco Alvarez now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. And a good eye there. Bounced up the middle. Stop. In plenty of time to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Baseball on the Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. This is Bryson Stott. Minaya back to work. And that's outside. 1-0. Minaya, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slurve, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a 4-seamer. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter-friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
And a 1-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Toss to Alonso. One up, one down. So digging in, Johan Rojas.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
One down, base is empty. Out to short. Fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down. And digging in for Philadelphia, Rafael Marchand. The switch hitter batting right. First pitch misses.
Ball 1,
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High chopper to third. And the Phillies are set down in order. Down quickly go the Phillies. Score. We head to the bottom of the second. And stepping in for New York, J.D. Martinez. As the lefty gets to work. And that one wrapped foul. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Wouldn't chase that time. The 1-2. Goes down looking. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at bat right there. Didn't give much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off the shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one at the knees for a strike. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The wind and the pitch. Stays alive. The pitch. Out there to center. Squeezes it. And there's 2 down. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Looking to rebound today. He was 0 for 4 last night. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Tied up here in the early going. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. On to the 3rd inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. As he turns on the rubber with that good live arm deliveries. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1-1.
Pitches in there, and it's 1-2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind. as to the conviction in the call.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
On to first, and a couple of quick outs. Here's Harper now. Singled and scored his first time. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. That one pushed foul. 2 outs. Swing and a pop-up. And it drops in. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And here is Sosa to the plate. He doubled home a run in his first AB. And that one fouled off.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter out.
Man on second, 2 down. Liner, base hit. Here comes Harper around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 2-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
2 outs, runner at first. Next to hit, Alec Bohm. Ripped, but it curls foul. The pitch. That's a laser base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Castellanos now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Two on, 2 outs. That one the other way. McNeil slings to first, and Castellanos is out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run, and it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me, miss, like what's your name? How about we just tone it down?
Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Starling Marte. And the pitch. Right side. Stop. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Number 11 takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And that's off the inside edge. 2-0. Into center and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the
fly ball down the line, and that one hops the wall. The throw in, but it's offline. And at second with one away, Pete Alonso digs in now. Fought off foul. That one down the line, and foul ball. One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Man at second. That's to third. Rolls across the diamond, and that takes care of Alonso. So up next for New York, Lawrence Butler. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Right through there for a strike. And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Outside. It's 2-2. The pitch. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing.
Start of the fourth, and now Bryson Stott. And a pitch. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. He's safe. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Johan Rojas. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. There's a strike.
0-1.
Ball one there. Swings through that one for strike two.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now, Billy, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Marchand, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
One and one.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Bunt attempt, popped up. Manaya makes the catch. 2 down. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Schwarber up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. That's a little bit low.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Two outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So one hit is all they get. And midway in the fourth. Bottom four. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a foul straight back.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Swings through that.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one 95 to finish him off. Now it's J.D. Martinez. Went down on strikes his first time through. That clips the corner. That one hammered center field. Back there. That one is gone. It just got out of here. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2.
Sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it, and a really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the sliding grab.
Number 1, second baseman.
Jeff McNeil stands in. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. McNeil, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Stott over to first in time. That ends the frame. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Word to Nas, I'm shooting for the stars. Unlabeled with them bars, win against all odds, cause they don't see the greatness.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Trey Turner at the plate. Minaya back to work. Right through there for a strike. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Bryce Harper to the plate. That one's in there. And that is strike 1. Bases empty, 1 away here in the 2nd game of the series. Just missed. This one smacked out to left center. Martinez settles under it and makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Edmundo Sosa will hit next. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And that one hammered. That's back. And gone. His 17th of the year. It's 3-3.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the 3rd baseman, Alec Bohm. Out towards right center. That's well struck. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. The relay not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Just missed. Action in the Mets bullpen. Christian Scott appears to be getting loose. And that one fouled off. Kicks and deals. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
2 strikes.
Man at second. Laser base hit. Runner holds at third, so even with 2 outs, they didn't risk it. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott, 1 for 2. And fouled off. Bohm on third. Castellanos at first. 2 out of the inning. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Ground ball up the middle. They limit the damage here. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. We're tied now with 3 apiece. It's Major League Baseball. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the DH, Starling Marte. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Makes the grab, and there's one down. And the batter will be the shortstop. That one hit to right. And that'll get down for a hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. And now it's Mark Vientos. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Pulls that one foul. The pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to put the barrel to it.
Two on the way. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And that's a 2-out double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his back. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Hauls it in to end the inning. Mets leave one, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. So coming into the game now on defense, Francisco Lindor. He's in at shortstop. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. The line to kick the pitch. To the right side, McNeil. Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
The catcher,
Rafael Marchand stands in for the Phillies. Fly ball center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. He was late there. Strike 1.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. All tied up at 3 apiece. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. And here it comes. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. That's towards center. Rojas under it. Puts it away for the out. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 down. Here is J.D. Martinez. He's already homered in this game. And that's in there for strike 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's carrying. Get out of town. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they slide in front in the 6th. It's 4-3.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
Now a chance for Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss there.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. J.D. Martinez just delivered another dinger. 4-3 New York. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Well, 1-run game. Trey Turner now. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Fouled off. He was late. Looking to get the tying run on base. The flip to the pitcher covering. Out on a bang-bang play. And now here is Harper. That one fouled off. Scott measures 6 feet 4 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Vientos makes the grab. 2 down.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Fouled off down the right side. Two outs. On the ground, right side. McNeil gets it to first, and that'll do it. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Still down a run. It's 4-3. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. The wind of the pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Whips it across, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Back to the top of the Mets order. Starling Marte up to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
Nope, that's the ball.
Good eye in that spot. One down, base is empty. Caught him looking for the K. And now it's Frankie Lindor. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Slider misses outside. The shortstop takes the ball. Kicks and fires. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. But they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Stepping in, Alec Bohm. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And a pitch. And a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Center field. Nimmo ranging after it. And there's one away. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3. That's out to center field. Nimmo has it sized up. He's got it. And there's 2 down. The throw is wild and it gets away. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a foul over the screen and back out of play.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That gets down for a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Swung on, belted. And in one hops the wall. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. 5-4 now as they take the lead.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
The pitcher on here, Phil Maton.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
And here is Kyle Schwarber. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Run comes in from second, and it's 6-4. And that's a double.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So 2 down. Trey Turner with a chance now. That one drifts inside. And he deals. There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Reed Garrett preparing to come on if needed. Buto getting loose as well. Right-hander kicks, deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. High fly ball, right field. Butler has this one sized up. Corrals it. And that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Mets 4. Now into the ball game on defense. Number 4. He takes over behind the plate. 3, 4, 5. Now on the bump, Carlos Estevez.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
Estevez, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Righty to the plate. That one not close. Now 1-2.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base. One and two now. He goes down looking. Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Alonso stands in now and watches strike one. Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Here comes the 0-1. That one ripped right center field. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 27th home run of the season. It's 6-5.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. If you got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And that one is in the dirt. Ball 2. There's a swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Here comes a pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Mets draw closer thanks to the home run. It's now 6-5. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Citi Field, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now at the plate, Bryce Harper. The pitch. And that one missing low. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Next to hit, Edmundo Sosa. He's already homered here in this one. That's outside. And that's ball 1. Man at second. In the air to left down the line. Sizes this one up. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. 4 for 4 with a double and 3 singles. On the ground, Vientos throws the first in time. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The 0-1 swings through that one. Up the middle. And that one handled. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. And one left. Bottom part of the order. 7-8-9. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Jesse Winker.
Just looking to get on here. Give them something to work with as they try to make a comeback.
Jose Alvarado comes on now.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
One-run game, bottom 9. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Left-hand batter waits. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. At the belt and fires. And that one in the air center field. And Winker is set down. One away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Nimmo up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Trying to close out a one-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. High fly ball out to center field. Brings it in. And there's 2 away. So last chance for the Mets. So up next for New York, Jeff McNeil. There's a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look.
That's to third. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.